everybody, welcome back. Malibu update.
Yep.
6 months later.
Yeah, we tried to be here on the exact 6-month anniversary, but we just couldn't make it. Life gets busy. So this is our 6-month check-in. The fires happened January 7th, 2025. It is now a little bit after July 7th, 2025, and the changes, we're gonna check them out. The one change since the last time we've been here is Pacific Coast Highway is now open to the public, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that's working out down here. And yeah, we're gonna see like what our place looks like. We haven't been there in a little bit, so I wonder if there's any changes since the last time we were there.
Yeah.
Check out our beach, and we're gonna try and have fun today too, because it is summer. Normally we're here a little bit in the summer, so, you know, gotta try to enjoy ourselves, right?
Yeah, I don't know that... I heard that the water's still pretty bad up here, which...
At least on our beach,
which doesn't surprise me.
Santa Monica, right?
Yeah. So I'm in no hurry to get in the water up here.
No.
I told myself, I'm not getting in the water up here till next year or something like that. I'll wait for a winter.
At least at our beach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like if we went up into...
We're in the heart of where a lot of that stuff is out there in the ocean now.
Yeah.
A lot of it got dragged out, and the toxicity and all that stuff it's really bad right there. And so, yeah, I'm in no rush. And I see people, and I go, wow, I wish you the best of luck, because that 10 years from now, I guess we'll know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows, even when we came here right after the fires, for all we know, that could have been, we maybe sealed our fate there.
You don't know.
Asbestos or whatever.
It's like the 9/11 thing.
Yeah, you just don't know.
10 or 15 years later, a lot of people were coming down with bad things. So.
Yep, and we have, don't mind all of our gear back there, but we have Mrs. Greta Pickles taking a nap back there. Greta! Greta!
Her pre-beach nap.
Hey! Hi, sweetheart.
She looks sleepy?
Yeah. She's happy, though, because, you know, it's funny, she got 1 day of normal Malibu Dog Beach before the fires.
At least she got it.
And if you ever want to see, we filmed the whole drive into Malibu. We just happened to film it right before the fires. So if you ever want to see that, it's on our channel. It's just the last Malibu video prior to January 7th. And you can see it. Okay. Wow. Already seeing a little bit of a difference, though. You can see some green starting to grow back just barely up on these hills. Not really anybody on the beach down here. Normally, like, you'll see people kind of playing volleyball and doing things.
Yeah.
That's not really happening. This
is where Palisades High would have their surf class in the mornings.
Yeah.
Surfing was an elective at that high school, and you'd always see them down here.
Yeah. They still have that Verizon thing and whatnot.
Baywatch survived.
Yeah. It sure did. I don't know how, but it did.
But up on the hill up there is where the Palisades.
Yeah, Palisades all kind of goes way back in there. And
look at all those neighborhoods.
Yeah,
wiped out off the map.
That is so sad. And nothing has been rebuilt. That's kind of like, so many of the lots are closed, but we're kind of looking to see if anything has been like rebuilt anywhere. We'll definitely be checking out Pacific Coast Highway. All right, we're coming up here right up to Mescal. It's still closed down.
This is where the debris is being processed.
Oh, is it on Temescal?
Yep, that's where the plant is.
Oh, wow. The temporary...
Yeah, that's what Adam Carolla showed when the guys were processing all the debris into... It almost becomes like fine powder cement again, you know?
Yeah. You know, the last time we were driving down here, too, you could hardly see because it was extremely foggy, and, you know, that happens a lot here. Still have a burnt car over there.
So I'm curious about the whole Topanga section.
Me too.
Topanga to Big Rock and how much has been done there, because they worked their way down from Carbon and then La Costa and then our beach. And I'm curious about our beach, obviously, to see how much has been cleared, but and how many for sale signs are up or whatever. Coming up on Sunset Point, really popular surfing spot. but they're not letting you park there. I don't see anybody out. A couple guys up at the point, I guess. But normally people are parked there and doing their little camper thing, and
especially right now.
And also,
guy's on a foil thing.
Oh yeah, foiler. Randy Wright. He's still there. His car's still there. Look. Okay, so Randy's been here since before the fires. He's right there. And they said they were going to take everything out, but he's still there, so I don't know. That's good.
We're out at Topanga right now.
Whoa, there's a structure, temporary structures at the where the feed bin used to be.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I thought I'd see that. It's also
Topanga with minimal people out.
Ugh, that water.
Because the water's bad and there's waves, but
I would not
taking a risk. Here's the old Reel Inn and the Topanga Ranch Motel zone.
Wow, that is so sad. That never gets like easier to look at. But I know it's just going to be the normal thing here. I hope the Reel Inn and all them, I hope they actually rebuild.
Yeah.
It's so weird how some of these
like, got a lot of clearance in here. Look at this.
I think, as I understood, 99% of it is like cleared. It's just now the permit process and the Coastal Commission and the fact that that'll probably never happen. You know, there's that. There's the Malibu sign. I don't know if y'all can see it. There it is. Boom. I do see some green on the hills starting to show up, so that's kind of cool. You can see, look at all those, what are those, pylons? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Man, oh man. Yeah, it's like most of these are, well, there's a couple that aren't clear. Right? Because that's not clear.
No.
Yeah, so some of these really just didn't get cleared yet. So we just passed Big Rock. We're coming up to kind of where Moon Shadows is. We still have some burnt out cars over there. But traffic is flowing. Now, granted, it's been really weird the past like couple weeks. Like I said, when we were in Tahoe, Disneyland, nothing's been really crowded. I think maybe a lot of people went out of town for 4th of July. I don't know. Okay, we've arrived. You can tell by our uncleaned patio deck window because everything here is kind of abandoned. But we had to get lunch delivered, so we got Health Nut. We grabbed our salads. What did you get, Spence?
Tuna, my favorite.
The deluxe tuna with no sunflower seeds.
Correct.
And then I get the Chinese chicken, and I do no wontons, and I add cucumbers. And we just shared a mango green tea, which is really good. So we're going to eat real quick, and then we're going to head down there. It is getting a little windy, but yeah, we're going to head down to the beach and see what's going on there.
All right, we made it down. It's beautiful looking, you know, at a glance. And then I'm always checking the tide line when I'm here because I'm curious how the water is. I've heard that it's not good, but the tide lines are still showing the debris. Like every time the water will come up, you know, when the water will like come up the beach and then recede back, it'll always leave a little ghost, a little sediment of whatever's basically floating on top of it. And you can see it everywhere. And, you know, and good sized chunks, you can pick them up. It's like, you know, like sea glass gets broken down into little like pebbles. It's like that, but they're actually embers. We hope it's wood. There's a lot of other stuff going on in there, so that's not a good sign. So I think for years to come, we're going to be seeing this. This is like melted glass, a chunk of it. We saw a lot of it originally, you know, before things started getting cleaned up. But I imagine that, I mean, people are going to be finding this for a long time. A sad reminder. Look at, there's another piece right here. It's everywhere. it's like part of the rocks now. It's like, it's kind of weird. Part of the reef. Well, you can see a lot of progress. We've shown this view a bunch, and it's like the beach is taken over. A lot of sand right now. We had a big south swell. I'm imagining that's what brought all this sand in. Really soft, like it's new sand. It's not compacted yet. Greta loves it. One of the drains from across the street. But it's just weird how there's like no seawall. It's just the beach going right up into this property here. So they dug down deep on this one. Wow, look at that. Stairs going down. Big retaining wall. You can see some, we saw that last time. So it looks like they got to most of this beach so far. I mean, even the multi-story steel box is gone. It's just wild to see every phase of this. And this is the part that is the old highway support, it looks like to me. I mean, there's like rocks. The old school way. But then you've still got these things that were a set of stairs coming down to the beach. It's sad because that's like the whole reason these places were here, like to enjoy this unbelievable thing that is the Pacific Ocean, and these stairs were the access to that dream. You could tell the tide got up here pretty high. Look, it washed all this sand in through the gap in the seawall here. Look at that. Now, while all these lots are cleared, we haven't seen any construction. Here's an old set of stairs. This was a high set of stairs too, because they had a high seawall here. This place was really big, as I recall. Kind of a modern, I think it was built in like the 80s. It was a big, big house. Still some stairs to the dream remaining. It's so weird that you can see the highway, you guys. It's like very strange. Is that a wine cellar in there? Here's some beach stairs that are buried. All right, here's the big steel girder overhang. This thing was like 3 stories from that platform up. And yeah, they've removed all of that and left the platform. Maybe that's still sound. I don't know. Maybe they're going to wait to determine that because of the size of that thing. I mean, look at that. It's like a giant diving board over the ocean. But it's all cement, so maybe it wasn't compromised. I don't know. It's above my pay grade, but we always used to trip out on the rusting of this section here that they reinforced with this panel is like a newer one. If you look back there, it's hard to see, but this thing had holes in it. It was like, I couldn't believe that it was holding up anything. Now it doesn't have to hold up anything. Random stairs now, you know. Look at this one. It's like, it's already rounded off quite a bit. Sea glass from the Malibu fire. I think I'm going to keep that one. It almost looks like an arrowhead, but it's already softened up. That is wild. Doesn't take long. Oh, Dog Beach. What a trip. Now, I'm not going to go too much farther down because there's a backhoe doing work. They're, you know, digging a place out. And I think there was an asbestos warning on that one, so I'm not going too close to there, especially with the wind blowing like it is. Here's another finished section. I wonder if that was a stairway right there. Looks like it. Now I wanted to see, this looks, that concrete looks so new, but it's not, it's newer. I do want to see into the Baywatch place, and then I'm going to turn around. Because I was telling everybody about the pool. And that's the pool right there. That has the pillar in it with the tile in it. Yep, there it is. It's like a jacuzzi. Pretty rad. Look at that. The house Baywatch built. Anyways, it's cool they're keeping that. I hope they can keep that. That'd be awesome. Resurrect it. You can see that's where they're doing work right over there. So I didn't realize how grand those steps were right there. And they have this cool tile. Look at this, like little rocks. There's pieces of it here. We'll go up on the highway and take a look around. See what else we can see, if there's any construction going on anywhere. So far, just still cleanup 6 months later. Crazy. And those palm trees are still holding tough. And they caused a lot of damage on this beach, all those palm trees. They were just raining embers on these roofs. I don't think anybody's going to put a palm tree back on this beach when they rebuild. And if they do, they weren't here for the fires. Former residents of Jillian Michaels. She was here for a long time. We're walking back. I don't know if you noticed we're wearing flip-flops on the beach. We normally don't do that, but this is why. Random chunks of metal. And then look at this gnarly nightmare. I mean, that is, dude, tetanus, infection. And that's just the stuff you can see. This stuff's all buried under there, you know? You keep finding chunks of tile still. You can tell because the bottom is all graded up. Yeah, it's weird. I also noticed they've got chain link fences up across the entire beach, so that's good, protecting people's property. They still own the property. I've heard people say, well, they don't own the beach. Well, no, but they own that chunk of land right there.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, and it's dangerous to be
way too dangerous
coming through there and messing with any of this stuff.
Somebody could really hurt themselves.
That stairway is a trip, because that was a tall one. This is a trip because it looks like a septic tank, but it must be like a piece of it that got stuck in the sand, because there would never be a septic tank down here this high up, because this sand is really deep. This is always a good spot for shells. It always ends up being a big deposit here. There's like a reef right out here or something. It just, I don't know why it always comes in here, but it does. So I like walking through it and seeing I can find stuff. And now, you know, finding all sorts of weird stuff. Ooh, there's a big shell. Check this one out. Nice one. Old. Ooh, more metal. Less debris down here, though, by where we are because, you know, none of these places went down. All right, we're going to head up and probably run into town and see what we can see around the rest of the highway as the south swell continues. Tide coming in, a little windy. But Greta had a really good time. She loves the beach. Wow, look at the traffic. I would tell you that all these lots are cleared because I've seen video proof of it. Over here, not so much.
How is it 6 months later and some of these aren't done?
Yeah, this is... I thought they were going to expedite the process. That's what I heard.
Expedite? I see a lot of for sale signs.
A lot of for sale signs, yeah,
People
look at
are
this.
selling their lots. And I can't blame them.
One of my favorite houses survived right here. It's got that pitch roof that you see. It looks very mid-century. No, that's a different one.
That's one of my favorites
Yeah,
right there.
mine-
Oh, look, another first.
My favorite's a little bit older than that, a bit older. Mine's from I think it's from the 60s, but it looks like the aerial tramway building. All right, carbon, completely as if there were never homes there.
So weird. It's just funny they have their construction stuff up, but you know they're probably still just fighting permit process. That's never gonna happen.
These are totally cleared right here. Look at this. Wow. And then this is where it pretty much stopped. And if you guys were watching these videos, you remember that this is where the road closure was up here. Oh wait, there was one more right there, right?
Yeah.
Just a random one.
I think all these businesses pretty much are gone. I wonder if Cafe Lux is still there. Oh, Cafe Lux is open.
Survived, Cafe Lux.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, they got dangerously close. This is where the road closure was at one point.
Uh-huh. Diamores, how are they doing?
They're still there, thank goodness. Hanging tight through thick and thin, man. They have been through it, I'll tell you. Now this part of Malibu, you'd never know that anything happened.
Even though half the things are for lease and
Yeah, but if you just
no.
kind of
They're
opened
all
your
through.
eyes here, you would never really know.
The only thing I heard that's still closed is the very end of the pier. The Malibu farm part out there.
Unrelated to the fire. Upstairs used to be the Natural Progression Surf Shop. Malibu local shop. I think Robbie Dick was one of the shapers. He surfed Topanga a lot. I grew up idolizing Robbie Dick. He was one of the elder surfers in the lineup. It's long gone, but that was the spot. Nat P. As we approach the pier, it's open during construction, it says. Let us look past Katie as she drives. There it is.
Sunday sessions, live music on the pier.
All right, that's a good idea. Not mad at that. How's First Point? You basically say, how crowded is First Point?
Can't see past the cars.
Can't see past the cars. But I'm sure there's little waves. It's just really windy. Crossing the creek, which is why they call this area Cross Creek. A lot of water in there. Look at that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's so full.
It was always my dream to kayak in there. And I had this idea to just take my kayak to this parking lot over here and just go for it and just go see how far up the creek I could get. Up the river. See how far up the river I get. With a paddle.
Right.
But I never did it. And I don't know. I don't even know if it's illegal. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but you know, LA and whatever, there's probably some law or some rule. Speaking of Cross Creek.
Wow, gas is $5.99.
Get your board on backwards there, buddy. It's weird that sometimes that's up for debate about how you should put a surfboard on the roof of your car. Fins first or nose first. A lot of discrepancy about it. I don't know. I've always known to put it fins first forever. That's just the way we've done it. That's the way they did it in the 60s. We always did it that way. It seemed to be aerodynamic. I don't know. But I see a lot of people putting the nose first, and it's like, it just looks so weird. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. What do you guys do? If you surf, fins first. If it's more aerodynamic, I just know what looks cooler. I don't even care if it's aerodynamic. It just looks cooler to have your fins first. Like, I'm telling you. And like,
looking
an old,
cooler
like,
is definitely better.
Yeah, if you had like an old, like, Dodge Dart or Ford Fairlane or something like that, and it's like the paint's messed up, you got surf racks on it, you got a board on the roof, the fin's gotta be first, man.
All right, we're here at Scott's in Malibu. Got a turkey sandwich. I got some of these sesame noodles. We got an Arnold Palmer, and Spence got a Malibu Brewing Company little beer here. Okay, we got this chocolate mousse cake for dessert and an iced coffee. So it's gonna be very yummy. Oh yeah, look at that. It's so good. We might have to get more.
Buttery, just like...
Yeah, that's real mousse.
All right. Katie's, all she's talking about is the chocolate mousse cake.
It was so good. That hit the spot in every way.
Greta's chilling. You can see this is where all the crazy parrots are in the trees above us, because the sidewalk is...
It's not paint.
Painted white, and it's not paint, yeah.
It's painted white now.
Just ask the hammer man. He'll tell you about
He's
getting...
got buns of steel.
He does have buns of steel, but he gets pooped on all the time. The old Country Mart. We used to have a movie theater. It was pretty cool. It was right there where Fred Siegel is, and this is where the Christmas tree goes over here. Usually, right? Somewhere in here.
Yeah.
There's another hammer. You know what's funny? I just told Katie, I was like, I always knew of the hammer sculptures. There's one here, and then there's one that we just saw, by Starbucks. But weirdly, I never thought of them together. I only thought of them separately. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I didn't know that they were, like, that there was two of them. I just would see one and think of it individually. Does that make sense? Very weird, but I thought I'd share that epiphany that I had. Maybe there's a third one. What if there's a third hammer? We've decided to rest our legs on the Adirondack chairs.
Feels so good in the sun.
While Greta sniffs her nose away here. She loves checking the grass areas out. And yeah, we're just hanging out.
Is the coffee place still over there?
There was a Coffee Bean that used to be right on the corner there. I don't know if it's still there.
Is it still there?
I don't know. The Colony Company is a great little store. Great.
Oh yeah, we always get.
That's where I bought your robe, your Mickey Mouse robe, your Minnie Mouse robe. Sorry.
Yeah, for Barefoot Dreams.
Barefoot Dreams. I bought it right there.
That was back when we bought each other birthday and Christmas.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Well, we didn't. I don't think we lived together at that point.
No, we were just kind of dating.
And then Trattonoy is right there. It's a good restaurant, Italian.
Look at that cute dog over there.
Yeah, there's a doggy over there. She's sniffing by the fake tree.
I know, everybody thinks that's real.
It's real cool. That I can tell you.
Yeah, there's a lot in that tree.
I have to say these Adirondack chairs are extremely comfortable. I don't know if it's because I'm kind of downhill and I'm just like leaning back like, oh yeah, this is so nice. I spy a little brown animal, baby brown bear.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own little bear. Smells a lot better than a bear, though.
Are you done sniffing? And she's done sniffing.
She's so good at jumping up like that.
Well, when she's done doing her perimeter sniff, she's like, I'm coming to sit up on your lap.
Yeah.
Good girl.
So yeah, we encourage people to come out here because it's chill. Come chill out in Malibu in the summertime. It's not crowded, and support the local businesses. Yeah.
She wants to get over to you. Gonna go sit over on his lap? How do I get over there? Want to get over there? Come on.
And boom.
She likes to go back and forth.
She's very agile. Yeah, she loves to go back and forth and
But you have the shade.
switch laps up the tails. Tails wagging.
Yeah, Greta's quite happy right there. Having a good time. Oh, sweet girl.
The jester, bring me my court jester, and make him a fountain. Remember they used to have a couch over here. Where'd the couch go? There used to be a really nice couch right over there. Katie and I have, dare say, passed out on that couch before, like just almost like zenned out.
It was like I think we came back from Disney. I think, and we just laid down and that was it. It was right here.
Ironically, up there it says Daily Calm Wellness, and that's what we were doing. But yeah, there was another couch here.
We went into the shaman.
And yeah, it was a little more conducive to chilling, but they removed the couches.
Oh, they're over there.
Oh, they're over there.
They moved them.
All right, they moved them. And then there was I thought that there was a gallery over here.
There was right here.
I know there was a gallery here that Risky showed in a few times. Coldwell Banker, that's obviously newer. It's got banners, but that's ironic, huh? A realty company pulling into Malibu. Surprise, surprise. We even saw a truck with a bunch of, the for sale signs for houses, those big posts. We saw a truckload of those going towards Malibu on the 10 freeway. Yeah, this gallery's gone. I think this has been gone a while, though. A lot of vacancies here at the Cross Creek scene over here. But Greta would like to inform you that Taverna Tony's is still popping. It's been a Malibu favorite for a long time.
We just don't go there.
We haven't gone, yeah. I went as a kid a couple times. I had a friend who lived in Malibu growing up, and I feel like that's who took me there. As well as there was a restaurant called Mateo's that used to be over here that I would go to with my friend who lived over here. It was an understated Malibu at that time. Super understated. Oh, the Malibu shaman. Come get centered. So that's where the couches went. It's cool, at least they're still here. Thank goodness. It's better here because you can smell the incense from the Malibu shaman and chill. It's pretty amazing. Looks like they got new pads and everything. M. Frederick, I remember that from the mall. But yeah, here, another chill spot. Katie, it could happen again. I'm just saying. The curated collection, CB2, inspired by the popular movie CB4.
That was a good store too before that. Like,
Was
I
it?
forgot what it was, but it was I remember I got like a cute top from there once.
Oh, really? I would put money on the fact that Katie does not know what CB4 is.
No. What is it?
It was a rap music parody movie.
What's funny is I thought it was going to be like, what's that stuff that you clean with?
Oh, yeah.
DX?
It could be. You could have a cleaning product called CB4.
What's the cleaning stuff called though? RX?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
WD-40.
Oh, WD. And then there's some other ones, though, with numbers, like,
That's not even
and
cleaning,
letters and things.
WD-40.
But, you know.
All the dog stores.
Country Mart. I always call it Cross Creek, but it's technically called the Country Mart, this whole area. Oh, Trodenoy has a enclosure now. That's smart. It used to just literally be tables that were on the park here, and you couldn't really delineate what was the restaurant sometimes. It was like, wait a minute. So that's smart that they did that. I would say that is a very underrated restaurant in Malibu. It's not really on the map as far as like, hey, let's go to Malibu. It's definitely a local spot for sure, and it's really cool. Even just to come sit out here though. Oh, we were gonna see if Coffee Bean is still here, and I'm having a feeling that it's not. That's my guess, but we'll see. And it's gone.
Wow.
It's now Alfred. There was a door right where those.
Yeah, this is
where that window was. Yeah, you would go in there. They redid it.
And we'd go in that door too.
This was the patio that you would come out here and people would be drinking coffee. All right, we just figured out that Alfred is a coffee place. So cool. It's funny because all these shops have changed so much over the years. I can never keep up. But Kelly Slater's brand is over there, Outer Known. The dark that dark painted building right there in the back there. That used to be Nobu.
Lucky's over here still?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's right there.
Oh, that's Lucky's now. That's what I was talking about. The history of that place. It's always been a good restaurant back there.
It's just so hidden.
Yeah. TMZ used to kind of lurk back here when it was Nobu. Remember? All right, look at this classic. I'm going to say 380 or 450. Oh, it's so great. It's the two-door. Oh, yeah. Ooh, 560. I was wrong. That thing's a beast for being that small. Oh, my gosh. The funny thing about shopping in Malibu is like that right there. Really cool storefront looking, aged, double RL and company. You know, looked like gas station type of vibe or something, but then you go in and you'll pay, $700 for a t-shirt. What did I think Steven Tyler said it once. It costs a lot of money to look this bad. Now, I didn't give any love to Malibu Mutts before we walked by. Falafel spot, one of my favorites. Falafel with cheese. It's the call. I'm telling you. And then there's a chocolate place back here too. Pretty chill out here today.
Again, for the middle of summer.
Middle of summer. It is midweek. But still, it usually wouldn't matter. We would come down here and just to hang out and get a coffee, and it would be like crazy. And we'd run back home and be like, let's go hide out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's not the case right now.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. So definitely, I would recommend if you want to come out. It's pretty cool right now. It's pretty chill. It feels like a little town up north or something like that. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, pretty neat. Over to the former lumber yard, which is now stylistically called the lumber yard.
We still call it the lumber yard.
But it was a lumber yard, like for real. And they converted it into retail and chill zones. Now, the last time we were here, everything was kind of like closed off. There was no benches. There was nowhere to chill. They have these cool aquariums. I don't know. Were they empty last time? There was no fish in them. I think they were just...
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, over in there.
Yeah, let's go check.
And we'll see what it looks like 6 months later.
Well, probably 7 months later now.
God, they're still using this photo. And I only signed off for like a contract for...
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I got to call the lawyer again.
Clearly.
They're overusing it, and I haven't seen a check in a while.
I know. It's like...
Anyway, sorry guys, I don't want to wreck the vlog. Look, we've got couches back and the ping pong table's back.
Oh my gosh, just no paddles.
No paddles. You could probably walk into James' Purse and go, hey, can we get some paddles and play some ping pong?
I still love this little area to chill in though.
Yeah.
You can smell Cafe Habana.
Yeah, Cafe Habana is at the end of the road here. That used to be a pretty good local party spot. I love how that light is on the palm tree and they have it curved to match the shape of the tree so you don't really see the... That's great. Yeah, I wonder if this is still a crazy spot. Probably is. I don't know what that LA is about. This is kind of a cool perspective because of the shape of that upstairs. Yeah, and Katie walking by. It's really neat. The design of this courtyard is really neat. All right, rum punch, rum punch. I wanted the 1-2 punch. There you go. That's 151 float on the top there. Katie's having a mocktail mojito. There is no alcohol in there, but everything else is in there. A little mint.
Best taste.
There you go.
Lime deliciousness.
Greta is on guard. She's keeping an eye out for us. Thank you, Cafe Habana, for the libations. Still got a little bit of sun up there. It's starting to go down. We're gonna maybe go up north on the coast and try to catch sunset somewhere. I don't know. That's what we're vibing right now. It's so weird. I remember the first day of the fire, it was blocked here when we rode our scooters in.
Now it's hustle and bustle, just like it
Back to the old school.
Although less busy though, I still am saying.
Yeah. Trancas Summer Nights. Oh, look at that. There's some cover bands. Heartbreak for Petty. That's a great name for it, too, because we all have Heartbreak for Petty. I know I do. Anyways. Vintage Grocer.
She can't go in.
This, if you have followed this channel, by the way, during the Home is Where the Vlog Is era.
We're here a lot.
This was the pink pineapple.
Yes, this is where we got the pink pineapple.
Harry's Berries.
Harry's Berries, they're still here.
Among other delectable treats. You're gonna get us some stuff, right, Gretz?
Yep.
All right, that was good. We had a little snack there, a little small mac and cheese and some broccoli, some salad, Sweet Boo candy. As the sun sets, they're closed, or it's a little late, but there it is. I like their sign, the rustic. I guess everybody has to kind of have a rustic thing here because, as you can see, you know, Trancas has a rustic vibe. You know, in the old days, before they built all this, the restaurant that was on the corner, I don't even know if it's still there. There was Trancas Beach, kind of like a cantina, like a restaurant. There was a big octopus outside, like a mascot. But every once in a while, Van Halen would drop in there. You know, one or two, or some of the members would drop in there and jam. Just on any given night, you'd hear like, "Oh yeah, Eddie was down there at Trancas last night jamming." You're like, "Oh no way! Oh, and he brought so and so with him. Oh no way!" Those are the stories I heard. I never experienced it. I wish I did. Hey, we got a moon rising. There it is. Not full yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I would say probably the next couple days. Yeah. Sometimes we'd like to hype up cars on this channel, and this Mustang is just unbelievable. I don't know what year this is, but look at the fins on that thing. Wow. We saw this guy drive up. Beautiful car. There's your local surf shop up here. Surf and Skate, Drill Surf and Skate. Open 7 days, 10 to 6. Right on, right on. Good look at that moon from here. Here comes Greta. Full speed. Oh, sounds like a horse race. Go, Greta. You can hear her little pitter patter of her paws on the grass. Really good look at the sunset from here. We're at Trancas Park. The moon. I had a sneeze attack, if you can tell by my voice. She's very excited. I know. Isn't this fun? You could hear her little when she's running on this. It sounds like a horse, like on a track, on a turf track. But look at that sunset, you guys. Come on. Too much, right? Anyways, we drove through Zuma, and it was so windy down there. And we were like, nah, let's do something else. She's checking the perimeter. Always a perimeter check. Here comes Greta. Greta the Great. Did you guys hear that? She goes, "Go, Greta, go!"
Oh my goodness! Wow!
Is this your preferred surface? I guess so.
She's happy. Okay, cool it down, girl.
Dude, I got the gallop as she went by.
She's a running girl.
Greta.
Yeah, good.
I think she prefers this surface the best. It's like spongy.
It's spongy.
But it's grippy, so she can really tear.
She loves to run.
Compared
Did you
to the
get
beach.
that whole run?
Oh yeah.
She likes to frolic at the beach.
Well, the sand was really deep today.
Yeah.
So this is probably like really like, oh yeah, because you can feel it. It's a little springy. I don't know what it is.
What was in that drink? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, it is a little springy, but
Right?
it's also solid.
Yeah.
And it's not too high of grass, because
No.
sometimes that's hard on her little legs.
It's getting better.
Yeah, it actually gets better. And again, you can hear the ocean from up here.
What do you call that, Katie?
What? Sunset?
Ombre.
Oh yeah, it's an ombre. And I always like, if you zoom in, you can see the little palm trees up there.
Yep.
Sometimes I used to...
Somebody who always gets on me about zooming in, but okay, whatever. Oh wow, look at this. If you look up the canyon, you see that?
Yeah, look at that. There's a really cool fenced-in dog park up there.
Oh, cool.
See, a Malibu local will show you all the things, huh?
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Malibu update 6 months later. Not much has happened as far as we've seen.
Besides the road opening.
We'll keep you updated probably a couple weeks from now or so. And
if you haven't yet done so, please make sure to consider becoming a member of our channel. You get exclusive little emojis and badges.
That's right.
And it also helps support us.
It does. Greta's a member.
Yes, she is.
But thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks to our Patreons. We will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.